All right, so FloSoCo. Why don't you tell me how this whole thing started?
You want to
go for it?
Okay, so I guess it started in Mr. Conuntrup's class, or Dr. Conunstrup.
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Mike. So we had to come up with a business plan, basically, to create a profit, and we had to set ourselves a goal, like a profit goal. And we had set ourselves to originally, what did we have it at? We had it at $1,000 in order to make that by the end of the semester, by the end of the class. And what our plan was we were going to make T-shirts, sell them to the public, and we didn't really know anything other than that. We just needed a cause, kind of, to give to. So we were looking around, and obviously the ocean has been a big part of my life in many ways, and it's the same for Taylor. And so we decided that we were going to try to donate to some sort of a fund that helped do ocean cleanups or a rehab and rehabilitation sort of organization for animals or injured animals.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So you guys make the T-shirts, or you contract someone to make the T-shirts that you designed. You sell them, and then you donate the profits to, I guess, the aquarium.
It's Clearwater Marine Aquarium. Yep.
Yep.
Great. So you guys have some association with the popular film Dolphin Tale, I hear.
Indeed.
Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the project went great as planned. We didn't reach our goal, but I mean, it was a very lofty goal. We hit about 600 on the goal for the semester. And so it kind of started like in the summer. We were just like on the phone, just, you know, goofing around, talking. We just like, what if we just kept doing this? And then it got really serious.
Yeah, he texted me and he goes, well, you know, what if we were to just continue this? And obviously I thought he was joking because like
I was joking a little bit at first.
It was a school project, so but then I was
School
like,
all year round.
yeah, exactly.
And then it just got really serious for a minute, and I feel like it just hit both of us, and we were just like,
yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah.
let's go for this. And then so we started, you know, getting our plan together, a more long-term, actual permanent plan with, you know, plans for the future. And so we start contracting, we, you know, get our T-shirts in order, and then I go to the aquarium to talk to my good friend. Her name is Lee Bahensky. She's the Vice President of Development.
My girl.
She's a good friend of both of us, and because she had worked with us before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I'm just having a nice chat with a friend in an office. So I wear what I would normally wear, you know, some bright T-shirt with a tacky Hawaiian shirt on under it, with, you know, some shorts and some flip-flops. And I go to the aquarium, and she goes, oh, you're continuing the project. I think that's great. We would love for you to pitch this to our board of directors. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in this horribly tacky Hawaii.
Right now, you want me to?
I'm like, yeah, right now? And she tells us about how they're going to have this event. And she shows me a pack. I start flipping through it, and I notice, you know, a $1,000 sponsorship. I go, hey, Lee, have you guys, you know, used any of the money we gave you? And she looks it up, and she goes, no, we haven't used it yet. I go, would you think it'd be okay if we just raised, you know, 400 more and just sponsor the event? And because I feel like our money would go much farther if we invest that $1,000 into the event. You'll pull out maybe 10 grand or 20 grand or a larger amount that would end up doing more good for the actual aquarium. So we did that, and we got to go to the VIP premiere of Dolphin Tale 2 in Clearwater.
So you mentioned the ocean. The ocean's always been a big part of your life. Can you explain just why exactly, when you went through the process of designing FloSoCo, you said, you know, the ocean, that's it right there?
Yeah, my school of thought, I guess, which kind of describes me as a conservationist, is I'm worried about that not being the same for the next generation or the generation to precede that. I'm very concerned with how, like, the ocean will be 5 generations from now. There's a great quote that says, a true conservationist knows that the world is not given by their fathers, but borrowed from their sons. And that kind of wraps up kind of like, for me, like what really
Makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
So, FloSoCo, where would you like to see it go in the future? Like, where, 10 years down the line, do you expect it to still be around? Do you want it to still be around? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. We right now we are like the title I would give it is a project, a philanthropy adventure, if you will. Yes, and one of our main long-term goals is to get that 501(c) status, to build a board of directors, to actually get this with some solid ground and really get it going.
Company, to be a real company.
And I one of my favorite things about this is that it brings an element that's not really been known to ocean conservation. We are bringing the thoughts of the ocean from the coast to the inland. We are really trying to make the people on the inland really aware of what needs to be done out on the coast, because the ocean is one of the most important resources on this world.
All right, so we actually have some clothes here on set that you guys work on. We got a tank top with the logo. Why don't you tell us, like, how these are made, I suppose?
Yes, so originally, for most of our products, we have screen printed our logo onto these shirts, these very simple cotton shirts. And our first shirt was a long sleeve shirt that we did for our project, and that was also screen printed, and it just had our little wave right here. And on the back it said, "We support conservation." The mock support conservation, I should say.
So OG shirt,
yes,
original.
the original, yeah.
You actually have some hats back here too, somewhere,
Yes.
wherever it is. Oh, there it is.
These hats are for sale too, that we did, and this is also screen printed on here. And we have this kind of navy color is our own Pantone.
This isn't just your standard text font found in any Word program. This was designed. So tell us a little bit about the design, what went into it, or who.
So originally, what we were talking about, this is actually a pretty funny story. So when designing the first shirt, we started with, we didn't even do any of the design, like going into it. We went to a company online, like a custom t-shirt company, Custom Ink, and we were going through all these different like little like waves and stuff that we were going to put on the shirt, and Taylor and I argued for a good, I don't even know, we don't even have to get into that, but over the simplest stuff about how like we were going to incorporate this wave into the t-shirt. But so then finally we decided that we were just going to design our own, and we did a little, this thing, the wave in the circle. So that was stand for ocean conservation. The breakdown is Florida Southern College, because that's where we started it out of.
This project has obviously brought the two of you together, and it's probably brought you closer. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how that's been?
Well, you, buddy.
Okay, well, I guess, all right, first things to start, we were fraternity brothers, so we know each other well from like pledgeship and all that different things. But so, this has definitely strengthened our friendship, but as business partners, obviously, we argue a lot, and I think that's a good thing that we butt heads a lot, and that kind of makes our, whatever we're doing, our designs, our business plans better, because, we kind of build off of what each other believe in, so.
Yeah, and having like these opposing ideas kind of really gives for dual perspective, really like inspires us to push and just keep like pushing for the better idea. And I would much rather have like a partner that I butt heads with than like a guy's like, oh yeah, sounds great every time.
Right. It's good because it just shows that we're passionate about it, and I think we both recognize that.
Well, thank you for both of your time.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Chris.